Hello and welcome to another episode of Luke Who's Talking, a question and answer series that I release every Thursday at 6 PM. It's a video where you can ask me whatever you like. Personal life, van life, just a video for you to get to know me some more. So let's get into it. Let's answer some questions from last week. Question from Ian. My question is, when you move into the van full time, are you going to either put blinds up or have your windows tinted for your privacy when parked up around your village? Stay safe, thanks for sharing. Thanks, Ian. Well, I do have curtains on this cupboard. I do have curtains on this window. I do have a curtain on the door window, but I also have the internal blinds. You know, the internal thermal blinds that you stick on with little suction cups to all the windows. So they keep the heat in the winter and they keep the heat out in the summer. I've also got a curtain rail up in here, so if I don't want to stick on all the blinds, I can pull that curtain, pull this curtain, and I should be able to pull this curtain as well and separate the cab from the living space. So yes, I do have. I'm not going to tint the windows because I quite like the amount of light that these can let in. But yeah, I've got curtains. I'm going to have curtains all around, and I have all the thermal blinds to stick on. Question from Horst. When will you build a gas locker for your bottle? Or do you plan for an underslung tank? Thanks for your videos. Well, thank you for your question. Yes, my gas bottle is in the end of my kitchen unit right now. It is not vented. It's not sealed in its own locker. I was given this gas bottle a few years ago and it is still going. I haven't felt the need to change it yet, and I don't leave it connected up. I only connect it while I'm cooking, and then I disconnect it straight away so that there's no possible chance of it leaking. Saying that, I do want to get it sorted out. I do want to get refillable LPG. It'll be so much easier when we live in the van, because we're going to be cooking every day. So because we'll be cooking and boiling water and stuff every day, so I'm going to start to go through gas a lot more than I have done up to date. So it'll be nice and simple if I can somehow get an underslung, or not necessarily underslung, but just a refillable LPG system. I have enough storage to keep it in the van, but then I have to get the cupboard all vented and sealed. So maybe underslung. It depends on the money. But yeah, I'm just going to finish this bottle that I've got, and then I'm going to sort something else out. Thank you for your question. Question from Antoinette. How do you open your skylight? Now, I've only got one tiny little skylight in the front here. Now, when I first fitted that skylight, I didn't have anything on the roof. I didn't have a roof rack. So the roof rack does restrict it slightly. There's a bar that runs across the front of the skylight. So the only way I can open this skylight right at the moment is to open the back. You can open the back. So I can just open up the back half of the skylight. But that is all I need at the moment to let all the steam and stuff out. I do want to put a little 12-volt PC fan in there to help suck some of the air out while we're cooking. And I am hoping to get a max fan of some description, some kind of vented skylight towards the back of the van. I have noticed this summer it's been quite warm up in the bedroom area. So yeah, I'm going to need some more ventilation in here. But yeah, that was a cheap skylight that I bought 2017, like 40 quid or something, and it's lasted. It's never leaked. Actually, it leaked once in France in 2017, but never again since. I do want to replace it ideally, or just like I say, put a fan in that one and get another one at the back. But yes, the roof rack does restrict it slightly. Question from Nick. Have you put anything on top of your wood after you burned it with the blowtorch, like paint, varnish, wax, etc.? And does it warp with the heat and the cold? It is a question I get a lot. I haven't put anything over any of the tongue and groove in this van. My reasonings were that when you first get it, it is really quite light, really white wood. And I was leaving it to sort of darken down a bit. It darkens down after time and gets more yellowy. And I've always been planning to wait till it gets to a certain colour that I like and then go over it with some kind of sealant to try and keep it as it is. But I haven't done anything with it to date. It's looking really good right now. It's like I say, it's gone quite browny, yellowy. It is quite cozy now in here with all this tongue and groove in this colour. But I really should put something on it. I have got some varnish that I've been carrying around with me for years. Is it a lacquer or a varnish or something? It's down here, but yeah, I haven't put anything over it. And regarding the swelling, I haven't noticed it at all. I know a lot of people struggle with the heat and the cold and the wood shrinking and stretching and things. I haven't noticed it at all, and I think it's because I've used a really thick cladding. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing it for everything, but yeah, for the walls and the ceiling, I will always use the thick cladding because it just doesn't move at all. It's solid. It's like 15 mil thick, something like that, which obviously is heavy, so bear that in mind. But yeah, I've not noticed any stretching, anything coming apart. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Thank you for your question. A question from Sue B. I know you have your own pressure washing business. What other jobs have you done? Well, my very first job when I was in school, I worked in McDonald's, because a lot of people, so I had a friend who worked at McDonald's, so I got a job there while I was still at school doing weekends. I think it was like one evening and Saturdays that I worked in McDonald's. It was quite nice because you used to get quite a few free burgers. Not that McDonald's allow that kind of behaviour. And then as soon as I left school, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I never really concentrated on my exams because I knew what I wanted to do. And it sounds really quite sad to say it at this point, but I had a friend who was a window cleaner, and I just wanted to work with him. I just couldn't wait to leave school and start working as a window cleaner with him, because it was good money. It still is good money. So yeah, I started working with my friend and for another couple of people cleaning windows, and I did that for the best part of 2 decades. But not quite 2 decades. I did about 15 years as a window cleaner. Starting off traditional window cleaners, carrying ladders and buckets around. And then the pole-fed system came in, which was just sped things up no end and made things a lot simpler. But 5-6 years ago, I started up my own external cleaning company. Trying to focus on pressure washing because that's what I enjoy the most. Patio cleaning, drive cleaning. It's a really rewarding work. But I've also done jobs like roof cleaning, moss removal and stuff like that. Roof repair. Yeah, now I just do pressure washing. Gutter replacement, gutter fixing, gutter emptying. That's what I do. And times have been a little bit tough during this lockdown, I have to admit. This time of year, it's normally really good for me. But yeah, it's been very quiet due to all this lockdown virus stuff. Thank you, Sue. Ali, would you have CB radio in your van? If so, what would your handle be? What would your name be? I'd love to get CB in here. I've been thinking about it for ages. I was chatting to Ash and CJ because they both want CB radios in the van. So we were trying to work on some kind of collaboration where we can get some CB radios for our van, but I didn't manage it. But yeah, I would like to get some kind of CB radio, but not many people have got them. But there's a squirrel right outside my window. Hello, mate. Oh, he's soaking wet. You can't see me yet. Hello. Little squirrel just sat there. Can you see him? Just sat on there. Battery just ran out. Professional. Well, I knew it was on 20-something%. So no, I haven't got CB, but yeah, I'd kind of like to get it. I know a few people that want to get it. Bramish EU has asked, where are you going to go first once lockdown is over? Oh, anywhere. My wife and I want to do the Lake District. We want to go to Scotland. We want to go to Cornwall. I think there's a load of meets that are being penciled in right now. There's a load of people getting excited over the possibility of meeting up again, but it all depends. It all depends on the government's rules. So we'll have to wait and see. But lots of places I want to go. I wouldn't even mind staying close to where I am now. Just being able to go away and sleep in the van somewhere. Go down to the beach or go down to into the woods. Take my daughter or my wife, just anywhere. Just to go away anywhere in the van. Just to get out of our flat and do something different. The dreaded Scottish lass. Do you like dogs? What kind would you have if you got one? I do like dogs. I used to have a dog. One of my exes, she had a dog, and while we were together, I wanted to get a puppy, and she already had a border collie, so I wanted to get a puppy border collie. Love them, love how clever they are and obedient they are, and my ex, she did a bit of dog training, and she taught me how to do all the training and stuff. So we trained up this puppy. Well, I trained this puppy. Well, she taught me how to train this puppy, and the amount of things this little dog could do, it was incredible. I taught her so many different tricks, and yeah, she was a real good dog. Real clever little thing. They really are clever, those border collies, but they need a lot of walk. So yeah, if I was to ever get another dog, I'd be partial to a border collie, but trouble with dogs, especially collies, you need to go out for walks every day. Decent walks as well with those kind of dogs, rain or shine, and you got to pick up poo, and I don't really want to pick up poo anymore. I think my poo picking days are probably over, but I do like dogs. But I do like them. Ali has asked, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? Obviously, Ali, I would wish for my family and friends to all be healthy, but I'm going to go purely selfish for these 3 wishes because it is just a game. Firstly, I wish I had 1 or 2 well-paid jobs every week, which paid for my living, bills and everything, saving, and paid for me to be able to spend the rest of the week building camper vans. Yes. Wish number 2, I wish I had a garage, somewhere I could set up a little workshop with proper tools so I could do better quality work on my camper vans. And 3, I wish I could buy the brand new Iveco twin rear wheels, 7-ton, extra long wheelbase, high top van. So next week will be the 10th Luke Who's Talking video, the 10th one in a row, 10th week in a row that I've done, and it might be a bit of a special. I might have a special guest with me next week answering some questions, so make sure you put all your questions down below. It should be quite fun, and it may also be the last one. It may also be the last Luke Who's Talking for a while, so I'll see you next week for possibly the last, but a special Luke Who's Talking video. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.